Simultaneous transmission.
Optimus Prime here, back with another Transformers Generation 1 video review. As you can see, I'm not in my basement. I do go outside. Because I'm one of the rare breed of nerd that can actually bear the touch of sunlight on my skin. There we go. Going to be doing, as per the title page, Transformers Generation 1 is it Microbot? I'll say it's a Microbot. Warpath. Now, this is Warpath in his Generation 1 form. As a tank. He has a certain name, but he's a tank. He's a little maroon, little tank. It's really kind of cool. And I believe I've got the reissue, and I'll explain why I think that in a minute. But first, a little bit about the character of Warpath. Warpath, well, he tends to think more of himself than he should. He thinks he thinks he's an incredible shot. And in many cases, he is. He can see something on the horizon, and with his giant tank turret, blast it. You know, blast it so there's nothing left. But if it gets scratched or damaged, he goes nuts. He has to make it look good, because that's his main feature. Now, there's a point of contention where Warpath is concerned. Mainly his voice. You know, this wow, blammo! Yeah, that sort of voice. And they say he ranks up there with some of the more annoying Transformers voices. Like of Wheelie, Sea Spray. That's another one, but I can't remember it at the moment. Yeah, Warpath. I don't find his voice as annoying as such. It gets better later on. Because in the beginning it just seems to be random bits of bleh that he spurts out in battle. And to the annoyance of some of the Autobots. There's somebody watching me over there. Now, Warpath has a couple noticeable episodes. The one that I remember most is Decepticon raiding King Arthur's Court, where I believe it's him and Hoist are stranded back in time with Starscream and Thrust, I want to say. It was Thrust. I'm not sure. And they are running low on Energon. And Warpath does a joust sort of thing with Ramjet. No, it's Ramjet. It's Ramjet. Because he plows into the front of him and breaks his nose cone. The white one. I think that's Ramjet. I'm not entirely sure. Now on to the toy. The toy is kind of small. Oh, I almost forgot. Warpath is one of the characters that doesn't really come into Transformers continuity all that much. I don't think he wasn't in any of the Armada trilogy, and he wasn't in R.I.D. And if he was like a small spy changer. It wasn't like Grimlock, who I believe was one of the construction team. Never mind. He does show up in Fall of Cybertron, and he does show up in War for Cybertron. War for Cybertron being the first. I would say Fall of Cybertron first. I don't know. Fall, War, alphabetical order. In War for Cybertron, he's a rookie. He just joined the the Autobot cause, and Ironhide doesn't really like him. He's too blammo for that. And in War for Cybertron and incidentally Fall of Cybertron, his kablamo, zowie sounds seem to be more excitement. When he gets excited, that's what he does. So that I have to rewatch most of G1. I think I have most of it. I have season 1. I need to get season 2 and 3. I have the movie. The movie's awesome. But he doesn't come up in the movie. Hush. 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 Sorry. Somebody went by on a boat and the dogs. Oi! You're fine. Calm down. Hush. Anyway. And that's really all that Warpath does. He has a noticeable episode in Generation 1, and so he's one of those Autobots that's just kind of there in the start of Season 2. Okay, onto the toy. Now, I believe I have the reissue. Maybe I have a genuine. I couldn't tell from the pictures on Google, but I think I have a reissue. Maybe I don't. I mean, the wear on this guy seems to suggest that he's not the reissue, and he is in fact a genuine Generation 1 toy. However, I'm not sure. So if anybody knows and is watching this, please let me know, because I'd love to know for sure. He did come with stickers. He did come with a rub sign just there, but it was practically gone, so I'll just buy the Repro Label stickers for him. Excuse me. Off of, well, ReproLabels.com. Transformation is deathly simple on this guy. Pull him back. Okay, stand him up. Rotate these bits down. Then you pull them out. Push back the turret. Flip up the head. And there's Warpath. Not a lot to him. But it's that lack of anything that makes me love him. He's just... It's just Warpath. It's what he does. And the reason I say I think I have a reissue is because of the head. I don't know how well that's coming off, but it has 2 black eyes and a completely red face. From what I can tell, the original G1 had a red, black mouthpiece and red everything else. So I'm not sure. And the thing with this guy is his legs are very loose. Bamos! Owie! Yeah, it's a good thing it's there and not a bit lower. But anyway, little Warpath. There's not a whole lot to him, really. Not too terribly much to him. Mine is a little bit loose. I got him, Swerve, Classics Magnus, and RID Prime, and RID Spy Changer Prime, for about $40. This guy alone cost me $5. The guy that I bought him off of, he was asking he was asking $35 for Magnus, and then $5 for this guy. And he threw in Swerve and Spy Changer Prime for free. So I was like, sweet. You know, if you pay more than $5 for him, you're probably getting ripped off. So that's like, what, 6 quid? A $5, maybe? I don't know. I'm not good with British money. I'm terrible with American money. But there we go. That's about all I can say for Warpath, really. He's one of my favorite characters, just because it's a tank. It's a little maroon tank, and he thinks more of himself than he really should, and that's, you know, a maroon tank rolls up to you. What are you gonna do? You know, really. So, that's about all I can say for this review. Welcome to the cottage, and, I will talk to you all later. Hope you guys have a great day, great night, whenever you're watching this. Take care.